sign in at the table there by the doors, and, we've got a quorum present, and we'd like to, would please stand for the invitation. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and this opportunity to come together to, do business for this city, to do the best that we can to, be the servants to this city that we're called to be. Father, I pray for your wisdom, lead us and guide us in all that we do. Help us to be the people that you call us to be. Pray for your blessings, and we seek your guidance. All in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right, we're going to go to our consent agenda, discussion and possible action on approval of the minutes of the August 12th, 2024 City Council meeting, and the August 12th, 2024 budget workshop.
I move that we approve the minutes of the August 12th, 2024 City Council meeting and the August 12th, 2024 budget workshop.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Any comment? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Time now for public comments. At this time, comments will be taken from the audience on any subject matter, whether or not that item is on the agenda. All comments are limited to a maximum of 3 minutes for each speaker. If more than one person wishes to address the same subject, a spokesperson must be selected who will be recognized to represent the group. Your comments are appreciated. The Texas Open Meetings Act does not allow the council to discuss items not listed on the agenda. However, if possible, your questions may be answered with statement of policy, statement of fact, or it may be placed on a future agenda for attention by council. You also may be directed to the appropriate department head to address your questions or problems. Is there anyone that would like to make public comments this time? Yes, Mr. Swift. Would you use the microphone over there, please, so everybody can hear?
My name is Paul Webb, Webb Family Trust, concerning properties 407 Dayton, 1117 Dayton, and 825 Jasper. Those are in need of repair. I can't get those this time. I'm trying to get work through there. The 825 Jasper has a pure date of like, I think in October sometime, where I just need to try to get as much time as I can to try to get it sold. I did tear down the property on 923 Irving. That property's down. It's not picked up yet, so I'm going to get some dumpsters, whatever gradually get picked up. But it is down on the ground, so it shouldn't be in danger to anybody's uninhabited and things like that. And I felt it was dangerous. But any of the rest of them, I'm not going to be able to tear down or pay fines on or anything. The city just has to take them over because if I can't try to sell them and get that, I'm currently paying the taxes on all the properties and keeping all the properties mowed and things like that. So I'm going to try to get on maybe next month's agenda, talk more about that, agenda that. Right now they've got the red signs on it that says that nobody can enter and stuff. So the realtor I'm going through says that they can't let anybody in there because it says that. I don't think there's a big problem with anybody going in there, but since it says that they're listing that on the ad, and I don't know if there's anything. I talked to Michael, but he says once he puts the signs up, they have to stay up. So I don't know if there's anything in there. So I'll try to get with him. If really can't do it, then I'll just have to put it for sale on the owner's side, which I don't really want to. That's what I'll do. But if you have any questions, that's fine. But if you don't, that's fine.
Well, we're not allowed to.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else like to speak this time? All right, we're going to move on to reports and comments. City staff department.
Mayor, the construction projects currently underway in the city are the wastewater treatment plant. Everything is on schedule at this time. Of course, we just started, we're in month 2 on it, but everything's looking good. They had planned a 1,400 cubic yard floor for tomorrow night, but that is, probably going to be canceled or suspended. The city hall generator project, you know, it's online, but they still got some work left to do, punch list items and connecting the sign out front. Drainage improvement project, everything is done with the exception of their punch list and the remainder of the collection ditch cleaning. The water department, they were supposed to start water line replacement and hydrant replacement this week. I think that's been pushed because of the storm. Building official issued 22 permits, 1 for new construction, 33 permits were closed out. And just a little heads up on the revenue that we collected, we're 22% ahead of where we were at this same time last year in building permits. Sanitation, 29 loads of green waste were taken and 3 loads of C&D to the landfill. Animal control received 65 calls, 8 intakes, with 3 claims, 5 adoptions, and 5 court filings. The street, parks, and shop, they maintain their regular duties. That's all I've got.
Thanks, John.
Police department, we've had 444 traffic contacts, 5 crashes, 37 arrests, 42 reports, 590 calls for service, 12,600 miles driven. Code enforcement is 121 investigations, 14 of those were filed with the court. Also, we will be, our new patrol cars are finally in, the ones that were budgeted for last year. There's going to be new graphics on them. These are the graphics that are going to be on them. So they should be online as soon as they're rigged out and the equipment gets taken out and reinstalled. Next thing is, we just got off the conference call. The hurricane has shifted somewhat to the left. So it's like the Vermilion, Cameron, Parish line right now, which is a little closer for us, that very area. 1 p.m. Wednesday would be landfall. They really don't expect it to stay on that track. They expect it to come a little more towards us. So, be vigilant, be prepared, and, keep in mind that they.
Register for stand if you have. Yeah. Register for stand if you have it.
So, do we have any plans for sand?
Well, we will plan on that tomorrow, but our, we'll probably plan on that for tomorrow.
Rain,
Sand.
rain, what do they say?
Rain, 5 to 8 inches is what we're looking at.
Changing.
Based upon this track.
Yeah.
It's a fast moving storm, so it won't be around here long. It'll be in and out. Daytime for us is a little unusual, but it happens. So that's a good thing.
I was on the other call on my way in and it upgraded to should upgrade to a hurricane this evening.
It is a hurricane.
It is.
Yes, it is a hurricane now. Francine, and they expect landfall up to be a 2, which makes us plan for it. But a lot has changed. We're just at the timeline where we need to get,
So when can we expect the strong winds here?
Well, it depends on if it maintains the current track. Right now, from this track, as you see, it's moved westward today. And if it continues to go westward, it's going to affect the time and the winds of how close it comes to the coast. So right now, it's 58 to 73 mile an hour winds for us based upon this track.
Y'all stay vigilant, make plans. We don't know how the hurricane's gonna go, but they're forecasting, and we've all seen how those tracks can change. Which right now they're forecasting, possibly hitting us with the stronger winds and rain. Is or, let's see, Teresa, do you have anything?
Yeah, we appreciate your report.
David?
The month of August, we responded to 1 structure fire, 2 grass fires, 5 medical calls, 1 electrical issue, 1 service call, counseling around twice. We had 3 false alarms, for a month of total of 15. I guess, you see the kitchen, the looks really nice. Looks like we're done with it. So,
They remodeled their kitchen area, so if you wanna go back. Yeah. Is there anyone else, anybody else on council?
I have a question for John. On Broad Street, they're clearing a lot, do you know what's going in there?
I do not.
Michael, do you know? There's a lot of heavy equipment in there.
Yeah. I know that it was recently purchased by an individual, and I think he's just cleaning.
I did talk to the realtor, and she said that, he has no immediate plans.
I was asked today, so the only way I can know is to ask.
I think it's where we had a call. We had a call there today. Gas that they had a meter or gas line.
Okay.
So they did the 811 and didn't wait long enough to mark the lines. So, and they just, they were Newton County.
There's nothing else, go ahead and get into our regular session. Presentation to council by Ms. Vera Bacon regarding dog incidents in her neighborhood. Ms. Bacon, would you speak at the microphone if you'd like to speak to us? See if we can get it close to you. Well, some of us, may not be able to hear you. I would like to say that, we've heard some of Ms. Bacon's, issues around dogs and in our neighborhood, and, Ms. Bacon had her dog attacked by another dog. Her dog got loose and got in her neighbor's yard, and the neighbor's dog attacked her and did quite a bit of damage to her.
That's what
Yeah.
they said.
So, I'll go ahead and say that. I don't think that there's much that the council can help you with, but if you would like to ask the animal control officer to petition the court, municipal court, he can then do that, and you can, get the court to give you some kind of judgment on that, if or not. I'm not sure what they'll do.
I did go and speak to him. In fact, I got aggravated and I went and, talked to him about the problems. The dog it's happened twice. First time he got me, and then 5 weeks later is whenever he got my dog, and literally ate my dog like a pork chop. He ate a third of my dog's ear off. He had both of his arms, chewed up so bad that they couldn't even stitch it up 10 days later. And the dog had no shot. I was in the vet's office whenever he brought his dog in. Because I had sent him, I did some research at the library, and it, said that anyone that has a dog that has hurt another animal deemed as a, dangerous animal. And, they can muzzle him, they can put him down, they can do a lot of things to him. He has not even got a ticket. I know because I was in the vet's office whenever they brought the dog in there. And whenever I was in there, his dog was sitting next to him, and he wasn't watching it. He's very irresponsible with that dog. That dog jumped down, and there was a lady in there with an 8-week-old puppy, and his dog got down, got that puppy in its mouth, and was chewing on it. It took the vet and, one of the male helpers and, Harold to actually get his dog into a room away from that puppy before he killed it. And he's had no shots. I know I was there. The vet asked him about it, and he said the dog was 90 pounds and 2.5 years old, and he'd never been sick, so he didn't see any reason to take him. Well, your kids have to have shots to go to school. I mean, anybody knows that a dog needs at least a puppy shot. He's had not one shot given, not one. And he still hasn't, as far as I know of. And 10 days afterwards, my dog couldn't even be operated on because of the way he bit. The chunks of meat that he took out of my dog was like he was trying to eat him alive. He ate a third of my dog's ear off. I've got pictures, and I've got checks, and I've got those messages on Messenger where he actually lied to the councilman, the judge, and the people of West Orange. Because he said he has a shock collar, and his dog has not gotten off or out of that fence since then. And I know that's a lie, because the other day, his dog was outside trying to get over that 4-foot fence, and whenever he jumped over, he got his leg caught, and he was screaming and hollering, and Harold was either watching TV or sleeping or doing something. But Jakey, my son, ran across the road and told him, dude, you need to come get your dog or he's going to break his leg if he hasn't already. This is a seriously dangerous dog, and someone's got to do something. I'm 73 years old. We were having a get-together at my son's house, which is from here to my car, and that dog got over that 4-foot fence and got into our yard and jumped me. I guess I was the weakest one there, and that's what they go for. He knocked me in the ditch, bruised me up, and could have broke my hip. I'm glad he didn't, but he backed me up pretty good. I mean, I got the pictures and the text to prove it. He wrote and said that he was not going to put his dog in a fence for the container. I went to Tractor Supply and looked, and they got these 10 by 10s, 12 by 12s, or 14 by 14s, where you can put it's not a little big one. It's a big one that'll roll in and stand in. And it can't be money because I offered to pay for it. I had 2 sons that was willing to give me some money to pay to buy him that fence. So his dog can't just get over that fence and wheel. And he told me no, that if I wanted that CAMN fence, I could buy it, put my dog in it, and then it would be safe. And I said, yes, my dog would be safe, but what about the 3 cats that he killed, or the neighbor's rabbits? that he got a hold of, or the chicken that he bit its head off. He does it when he's not hungry. He's not scared, he's not hungry, nothing. The vet said that it's like, it gives them the adrenaline high. It's like giving a crack pipe to a meth head. You get excited and I don't know, he'll hurt. And everybody says he's moving, thank God he is. But that's just passing my problems on to people on Highway 62, because if you're irresponsible and that dog can get over a 4-foot fence here, he can do it there too. And if it happens to another 73-year-old woman, or the kids on the bicycle, that's what actually got that dog off of me. It was 2 kids coming to the house for the barbecue, and the dog started chasing them, and they hit him with their bicycle. And I got up and got in my car, and I was gonna run over it. And, Harold's little boy comes riding up on a, motorcycle, moped, something, begging me, please don't hurt my dog, please don't kill my dog, I'll go get my dad to come with him. And because of a 34-year-old relationship that we've had with him, he's been in my house hundreds of times. In fact, he's my son's best friend. My son saved his life whenever he was messed up one time before he quit. He put some grease on and it caught the house on fire. And while the firemen was putting on their stuff to go in safely, my son ran in the house, picked him up, and brought him outside, and he wasn't breathing. They put this mask thing on him, and they even had to use the paddles to get him to breathing. If he hadn't done that, he'd have died.
Ms. Bacon, the only thing I can answer you with is that we'll get the animal control officer to submit documentation to, the court in the morning.
That does no good. Him and Harold are best friends. I went over there and asked him, has he got a ticket? Did he get brought up? Did he get dog at large? No. Why? I didn't receive them. When you receive mine, when someone calls in on me or writes in on me, how is it that mine never makes it to you when I call? The lady in the front knows me on the phone. Whenever I call, she says, good morning, Miss Bacon. It's the same problem, the same dog, the same everything. And I say, yes, ma'am. She says, I'll call the animal control and tell her. I said, somehow or another, mine never makes it over there. But I pay tickets. I paid $1,200 in one day for getting a shot and the ticket and dog at large and to get him out of jail. The fact the kid that was riding a bicycle was his dog, that my dog would go visit when Jackie would let him out to go to the bathroom. 6-7 minutes later, he'd be at the animal control talking to his buddy. The dog catcher called me and said, Miss Bacon, come get Bando, he's here again. He's down here, visiting. And I go down there and I thought I was paying a fine and a ticket, but evidently I wasn't. I don't know what I was paying, but, I paid it. The surgery alone on my dog was $4,000. I had already paid over $2,000. At the other one, I've got the paperwork and the stuff that shows where I paid for his shot and his records, and he had been checked out the week before, everything was fine. And, $90 is for that pill that keeps the heart one stuff away. He was fine, he had none of that.
Ms. Bacon, again. Does the council, does anyone else on the council have any comments they'd like to make? Ms. Baker?
Why didn't you call the cops? The police department?
I did, but in West Orange, the police has nothing to do with anything that's animal related. Everything goes through the animal control. And Kim and Harold are best friends.
And follow the police department.
They will take it. I have called. I've gone over there.
Well, what's happened is, Baker, is your dog got loose. It went in and got in the, according to what we know, got into the neighbor's yard, and that, their dog, his dog, is gonna attack your dog. Your dog was loose as well, so you own some responsibility for that.
Yes, yeah, I do. And as far as I know, the name of that street is 1616 East Lamar. I know that when people live there a long time, they tend to think that the street belongs to them, but it is not Harold Lane or Harold Circle. I've lived on Travis for 36 years, and it is not called Bacon Lane or Bacon Street or Bacon anything.
Yes, ma'am.
It is still Travis Street, even though I've lived there that long. But, my dog was wrong in that he was chasing a female and
Your dog was not wrong. Your dog is a dog. The responsibility for the dog is yours. You are its owner. And, you are supposed to take ownership of that dog and not allow it to go places where it shouldn't be going. It doesn't matter whether it's a female in heat or just, dogs are territorial. And I'm sure that's what happened with your neighbor's dog. The other incidents that you had with the dog needed to be reported. If he did attack you, then you needed to report that at that time. There's nothing that the council can do to help you. All I can do is ask you to get with the municipal court in the morning, or we'll have the animal control officer get with the municipal court in the morning and let them deal with it legally. The council has no legal recourse to take care of this issue.
I've tried to do everything legal. Last month, one of mine was taken off the agenda because they had something more important, or they thought was more important than mine. Channel 4 News was gonna do a segment on dangerous dogs in the neighborhood and, vicious dogs. And, of course, now they're not here. The two boys that actually got the dog off of me, they're not here. I talked to Dave Phelan, he doesn't do those things. There's nothing he can do, but I figured that if he would see these pictures and see what that dog done to my dog, somebody somewhere has got to realize that this is a seriously dangerous dog. In fact, one of the city councilman's wives met me outside and said that whenever their house burnt down, he moved in the same, trailer park where they lived. And she had to stand there and watch that dog kill 3 of her cats because she was scared of it. I mean, there was nothing she could do other than try to help her cat, and then the dog jumped her. Somebody has got to take responsibility, because if you're not responsible in West Orange, you're not going to be responsible on Highway 62, Ryder, Beaumont, wherever. That dog's going to get over a 4-foot fence and hurt someone. And I can't live with that. If that dog got out and hurt another 73-year-old one, or a kid on a bicycle, or a child that he's could eat half of his face off. If you kill it. And I can't live with that. Some people might think I'm being vindictive, but it's not. It's that I would have to live with knowing that I did nothing to try to help. And I can't do that.
All I can ask you to do again is to, allow the animal control officer to petition the municipal court, take action upon that dog and do an investigation on it.
Would you like to see the picture?
I've seen them, man. You showed them to me last time.
Well, I've got new ones that I got today. And I've actually got a picture of his dog also. Where he told me that he was not gonna lock his dog up, that if I wanted it locked up, I could lock mine up. And that would keep his dog from eating mine like a pork chop. But it doesn't mean it's gonna help my neighbor. His dog got over the fence the other day and had my neighbor, she's an elderly woman, she's not my age. But that dog got over the fence and got a hold of her dog. And, she don't smoke inside, she was outside, and she threw a book or found something to get that dog off of her dog. And I told her, Deborah, that dog could seriously hurt you. She said, I can't let it kill my damn dog. So she do what she had in her hand. I don't know if it was a book, a phone, or what, but she got the dog off. And, I told her, I said, that dog could get over that 4-foot fence and seriously hurt you trying to get to your dog. She said, well, I couldn't let it kill my dog.
Let's try the, court avenue. That's the only thing that we can do with it for you right now. Try taking it to court. See how that works out, okay?
Yeah, and it's not me, I've already paid the ticket. I've already spent over $12,000 with the tickets, the fines, $10,000 just for the surgery alone, and we're not finished. I've got to take him back to get the sutures and the stitches and stuff out of his leg because they couldn't sew him up because it was so big where he bit my dog and took a chunk of meat out of it. He was literally eating my dog alive.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. We love our pets, and, but I'm still asking you to go to the court.
I really don't think, and it's sad to say this, I don't think anybody's gonna do anything until somebody actually gets hurt or killed. And that's a shame. I mean, to wait until he hurts a 73-year-old woman, a kid on a bicycle, or a child. They're not gonna do anything, nobody cares. They feel little, nobody does.
It's not that we don't care, Ms. Baker, it's that we just don't have any legal recourse to help you with this unless you go to the court.
The mayor's trying to give you some direction tomorrow morning to come up here and to do something to accomplish with this.
I have been everywhere that I can think of. I mean, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I just knew that I had to do something. That somebody, somewhere, has got to realize that this is a seriously dangerous dog. And I asked him who makes the judgment on that, and he said that the city attorney or county attorney, and he named someone else. The lady actually followed me outside. It was her husband, Larry, or something like that, that told me, I don't know his name, that was on the council, and she's the one that told me, about it. Told me how it started and where it
Well,
I didn't know it.
We're gonna move on, Ms. Bacon. You need to let the court try to handle this and see how that helps. see if that helps. Right now, the council can do nothing for you. We've asked you to go to the court, let them try to take care of it, do the investigation in it, and then we'll see where it goes from there. I'm sorry for all your troubles, and I'm sorry that your dog got, injured, but it's a dog, and dogs are gonna do what dogs do, whether you want them to or not. And, while this man's dog hurt yours, your dog was out. It was running loose as well. And
When they didn't fight in the living room, so his dog was out too. And he says, of course, that's 4 against 1, and the dog can't talk. And I'm not saying my dog was right. I know he jumped that electric fence thing, chasing the female and and that was my fault, his fault, somebody's fault, anybody does.
yes, ma'am.
But they weren't fighting in his living room.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna move on.
He has not got one chicken.
Ms. Bates, we're gonna move on, okay? I'm asking you to take the advice that the council can give you, which is our only recourse, and asking you to, check into that, please. Okay? Thank you. We're gonna move on to our next agenda item. Discussion of possible action on a request from Mr. Kenny Pig for a permit to burn within the city limits of West Orange in accordance with the City of West Orange ordinance number 205A.
I move that we approve the request from Mr. Kenny Pig for a permit to burn within the city limits of West Orange in accordance with City of West Orange ordinance number 205-A.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? I'd like to make a comment, and make it a requirement that when Mr. Pig burns, that he alerts our fire department that he is gonna start his burn, and if they can monitor it. I know that if he's burning a pile and it's making a lot of smoke, people are gonna see it and say, they're gonna call the fire department and say, look, there's somebody burning. But, we need to also let them know that that's gonna happen. They can come out and inspect it if they want to, if they feel like there's a need for it. I think they need to be included in this. So, are there any other comments?
Yeah, we're not under, drought conditions or anything, so that would be,
Well, maybe we get more rain.
Wait till Friday.
well, maybe.
Yeah, I would like for them to monitor, make sure they wait till it cools off and we get a little more rain, because this ground is still, super dry. Even with the rain we got, it's still, I mean, the rain we just got 3 days ago, that work's being done out there from, Brent's house, that ground is dusty. So, I mean, that's hard to make. I did went and look at it, and I agree, it's in a good location and stuff, and I'd like to be notified, and I wish he'd wait to cool off a little more.
So we can, allow it, after it cools down, and we get a little more rain. All right, Michael, can you make that, include those in the permit?
We'll try to confirm that. You don't have to come to approval from council again.
No, we're giving him approval. Yeah.
Okay. It'll be valid for 1 year.
And he had didn't I read that he had a permit back in 2020?
I know he's had one once before, I've seen it myself too.
It was an invalid permit, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was back in 2020, but it wasn't valid. That's correct. All right. We've got a motion and a second, and all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. We'll move on to our next item. Item number 3, discussion of possible action on adopting a resolution supporting the Southeast Texas Regional Planning Commission Metropolitan Planning Organization's effort to redesignate and expand its planning area boundaries to accept Jasper County.
I'll make a motion that we adopt a resolution supporting the Southeast Texas Regional Planning Commission Metropolitan Planning Organization's efforts to redesignate and expand its planning area boundaries to accept Jasper County.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Would you like to say a few words, Mike?
Yes, sir, just briefly. Mayor, thank you very much, and, John, for putting this on your agenda today. The requirements we have, back in, April of 2021, Jasper County became a part of the Southeast Texas Regional Planning Commission. So we've been working to assimilate them into all the different programs in our agency. This is the one that, takes the most effort. We have to get a resolution from all of our 15 voting members of our Transportation Planning Committee before we can move ahead to submit our documentation to the Texas Department of Transportation, then to the governor's office to redesignate our metropolitan planning boundary to include Jasper County. And what that'll do, it'll add some more population to the formulas for planning and potentially for some additional funding that TxDOT gets allocated to them in our district. And anytime we can add but the great thing about Jasper County is we work together on a regional basis. In the northern part of that, you've got US 190, which runs right through the city of Jasper. Well, there's congressionally authorized that area to upgrade 190 to IH 14. And part of that designation are spurs off of US 69 and US 96, which will help enhance the movement of military hardware or equipment into the Port of Beaumont and the Port of Port Arthur, as well as other types of commerce into all the Port of Beaumont, Port Arthur, and Orlando. So we work together, and also, I hate to use this word, it'll help us enhance our disaster evacuation coordination. I'm hoping we don't have to use that anymore. But the improvement, we have good roads now, but this upgrade, it'll be after I'm gone, but this update of that US 190 to I-14, those widened spurs off of that down 69, anything we can do to improve the movement of people and goods from point A to point B in the safest, most timely, efficient manner, that's the goal of all of it. So I appreciate y'all taking, hopefully, action to approve this resolution, and I thank you for the time. Thank you.
So we have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion? I'll call for a vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Discussion possible action on, we're on item number 4, discussion possible action on casting the city ballot for persons to fill open positions on the TML IRP Board of Directors.
Does the motion have to name someone specifically or for each row?
In the ballot under your passport, there's, several pages.
Yeah.
Each page you may. The incumbents, they have an house, they're all on it. It's the first one, but they've all been real good with our rates and such. That's all happened.
I'll make a motion that we cast the city's ballot for the following positions on the TML IRP Board of Directors. Place 11, Randy Criswell. Place 12, Allison Hayward. Place 13, Harlan Jefferson. Place 14, Mike Lane.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote on the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. possible action on submission of the city ballot for Region 16 representative for TML Board of Directors.
I'll make a motion that we take action to submit, the City Hall ballot for Region 16 representative for TML Board of Directors as Cindy Birchfield, Mayor Pro Tem J7.
We have a motion and a second. You got a second. I'm sorry, I just made it. We have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? I'll call for a vote on the motion then. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Moving into section F, our announcement. We have a public hearing on proposed budget for fiscal year 2025, Tuesday, September the 24th at 5 p.m. We have a public hearing on proposed tax rate Tuesday, September the 24th, 2024 at 5:15 p.m. There's a special call council meeting Thursday, September the 26th, 2024 at 5 p.m. Next regular council meeting will be Monday, October the 14th, 2024 at 5 p.m. Registration is now being accepted for Holiday in the Park, Saturday, November the 2nd, 2024. West Orange Fall Cleanup Event, Saturday, November the 16th, 2024, 9 a.m., 3 p.m. This meeting is adjourned.